Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss about the paper 2 of BSc first year microbiology. That is paper name is Microbial Techniques. Mostly in this paper we will study the different instrument that is used to observe the bacteria, that is microscope, and different techniques to make the bacteria colorful so that we can observe the bacteria. The growth of bacteria, that is the way we can grow the bacteria into the laboratory, and its cultivation into the lab. So we will design the media for the bacterium and the mechanism of antibiotics and the killing of the bacteria by this particular several mechanisms. So this microbial techniques is mostly involved with the different techniques in the order to grow the bacteria, observe its physiology, mechanism, and its structure. Right. So first unit, it is what is mostly dedicated to the microscope. Now the microscope is a very basic instrument and should be present into all microbiology laboratory. Microbiology will be incomplete without this instrument, that is the microscope. So microscope mostly is actually a optical instrument that with the help of a light rays it makes creates the magnification of these smaller things into the larger one. Okay, so dealing with its history, several different types of microscope has been created in the past. Mostly in the 1590, Jensen and Jensen, they actually constructed the first simple microscope, okay, like this. Okay. Then Robert Hooke developed the first laboratory microscope. Kepler and Galileo, they have developed the modern class of the room microscope. So these are what the various the scientists and the people, they have tried to make the different types of microscope. But in 1672, the Leeuwenhoek is actually developed the first simple microscope which is actually having certain magnification. Okay, so the magnification is what? It is the ability to increase the size of an object. Right? So therefore he is called as the father of the microscope. Okay? Actually sometimes is also called as the father of microbiology because he actually discovered the microscope. Right? So in the term that is the microscope is given by the Faber. Right? So previously there won't be the name of microscope. So the term this is actually given by the Faber. So these are what you can see here are the different types of the microscopes. Okay. So the history repeats itself. That is what since the ancient times, many optical instruments are been invented in the order to see the small objects. Okay. So Antony von Leeuwenhoek was the first one to create the microscope with the magnifications. Right. What we will study today is the compound microscope, which is the very basic microscope present in every laboratory. This compound microscope is consisting of the different types of the attached other subparts. Okay, so these all subparts are actually important for this microscope because of these subparts only the microscope can function. Right. So we can see each and every different parts of microscope in a detail, so that at the end of the class you will ultimately know the functions of every parts of the microscope. Right. Basically, talking about its part, we should consider mostly three parts: arms, base, and the eyepiece. Right. These three parts are very important. Arm is here. Right. What it do? It actually supports the whole structure of the microscope. Mostly, it's present in between the eyepiece and the base. Right. Base is what is actually used for the support. Right. It is this base. Right. Eyepiece is actually the lenses through which we actually observe the image. It is this mostly present here. Right. So these three are the basic parts of the microscopes. As I told you, arm is what is actually it is for the carrying purpose of the microscope. Okay, we can displace the microscope from one place to another place by holding the microscope into this particular area, that is the arm, right? So it is a frame actually to which the base and the body tubes and the stage are attached, right? Second is the body tube. Body tube it is this particular area, okay? Inside the body tube, the eyepiece and the lenses are present, okay? And actually it also maintains the distance between the eyepiece and the objective. Objective is this, right? So inside the body tube is actually the eyepiece and the lenses are present, and through this body tube we can observe the particular image, right? Base is for the support, exactly. Next is the eyepiece and the ocular lens. Now the eyepiece is they are mostly made up of the glasses, the lenses, right? Through which we generally observe the object, right? So the eyepiece is here, which is removable, okay? It is very top end of the body tube. This is the body tube, and here is the eyepiece, okay? So eyepiece actually magnify the image of the object. Then another we have, it is nose piece. While actually nose piece is it is this particular area where the objective lenses are attached. So this is what is the objective lenses. So what nose piece generally do, it holds the objective lens, right? So objective lenses is actually fitted into the portion that is called as the nose piece, okay? And with this nose piece we can turn or we can change the magnification of the object, right? Objective lens, see, this is very important and the most heart of this microscope, okay? Magnify the image, okay, with the help of the objective lenses. So here you can see these and these are the three lenses are attached. This particular area, it is called the objective lenses, okay? So there are three types of objective lenses. One is 10x, 45x and the 100x. Now 10x means what? 10x is what? The original size of object will be multiplied by the 10. That means 10 times bigger image can be produced. Similarly 45x, that means the 45 times the original size of object can be observed, okay? The 100x is what? It is the 100 times the size of object can be multiplied. Okay, so x is what? X is for the multiplication, which actually multiply the size of a object by this particular number 10, 45, the x, right? X is 100x is actually the oil immersion objective. What is the oil immersion objective? We will see in the later case, right? So 10, 45 is what? It is the multiplication number, that means they create the object multiplied by the 10 times or the 45 times, okay? So you have to remember what? There are the three types of the objective lenses: 10x, 45x and the 100x. Now the stage clips, okay? Mostly the stage clips are this and this, okay? So these stage clips are present on the stage, okay? It holds the slide or your object, particularly in the area of a objective lens, okay? So this is only for the purpose of the placing the slides on the stage and moving the slide upward in the backward direction with the help of particular knobs, okay? So stage clips holds the slides, right? Iris diaphragm. Now the iris diaphragm is actually here. This is the bottom area, okay? This iris diaphragm do what? It controls the amount of a light, okay? Light kahan se aayega? Light comes from this bottom source, which is the light source, okay? From this source light will travel like this up to here, okay? And how much amount of the light will falls onto the specimen will be controlled by this iris diaphragm, okay? Here you can see it is a knob, okay? This knob can be moved forward or backward so that we can control the amount of light that enters into the eyepiece or the enters into the sample. Sample is kept here, right? So turn on or off so that more or less light we can allow to enter inside the object. Okay, so the iris diaphragm is for what? Is for the control of the amount of the light, right? The source of a light, generally it is this. Sometimes we will use the mirror. Okay, in case of there is no electric current, we can use the sunlight. So we can use the mirror to reflect the sunlight and entry of that light into the microscope. Okay, or sometimes we can use the electric lamp, okay, which is placed here. This electric lamp will produce the light rays, and that light rays will goes into the sample. Okay, ultimately which is seen into the eyepiece. Okay, so mirror generally, or the light generally, they reflects the lights into the lenses of the microscope. Okay, so these are the basics parts of the microscope. Okay, and each in parts have their own functions. Whenever we handle the microscope, there should be certain terminology, and we have to take care of it. Always clean the lenses of the microscope with the very soft tissue or the cloth. Otherwise, what will happen? We can create the scratches or the rubbings on the lenses, so the lens will get destroyed, right? So very soft cloth should be used for the cleaning of the lenses. It should be always on the flat surface, because chances are maybe there in the order to not fall down the microscopes. And always we have to carry both the hands, because exactly it should not get fallen down. So one hand should be at the arm and another should be at the base for the proper holding and the support of a microscopes, right? Magnification is actually the main basic of the microscope, right? So magnification it is the degree of enlargement by which all the type, that is the length, breadth and the diameter of object, that means the bacteria, is multiplied. That means the small things can be made bigger in the order of increasing their length, breadth and the diameter. So every size of a bacteria can be multiplied by the object, that is called the magnification. Okay. So magnification of microscope, it is calculated by multiplying the magnifying power of objective lens and the eyepiece, right? So how we can calculate this? So this is actually the objective lens, right? And this objective lens has the scanning objective limit 4x. Okay, so, and we have the eyepiece at the top of the body tube, which has having the capacity of 10x. Okay, so multiplying what? The objective lens and the eyepiece. Okay, so their capacity is 4 and the 10, so it become 40x. So 40x is what? It is the magnification power of that objective lens. Similarly here, 10x and the 10x of eyepiece power, so it become 100x, right? So magnifying power of the objective lens and magnifying power of the eyepiece will give you the total magnifications, right? Resolving power. Now this is what it is the most important part of a microscope. Now what is resolving power? It is actually the least distance between the object and the objective lens. That means the object or the bacteria placed on the glass slide, okay, and the objective lens. So distance of the distance of the bacteria between the objective lens and the stage, right? So resolving power is what? Is actually the wavelength of light multiplied by divided by 2 into numerical aperture. Okay, numerical aperture we will see in the next slide. So resolving power is actually what? It is the ability of a lenses to distinguish the two dots separate as a separate dots. Okay, that means what? Say suppose human eye, it is having the 0.25 millimeter resolving power ability. Okay, that means any object which is placed with this particular distance, the human eye can distinguish as two separate dots. Okay, like this dot and this two dot. What if the distance between the two dots is less than 0.25 millimeter, then what will happen? We will not see two separate bands. Okay, we see only one dot like this. Okay. So the distance is important. Distance of the object and the objective lens is very important, and that distance will determine how clearly the image can be produced. Okay? So generally human eyes, they have the resolving power of 0.25 millimeter. That means from the eye, the distance of the object, it is these two dots, right? Okay. So human eye can separate, there are the two dots are there. Okay. What will happen if the distance is increases? Then the human eye cannot distinguish these two dots as separate two. So human eye can see these two dots as one, right? So this is called the resolving power. So similar functions is available in the microscope, which actually distinguish the object as a single one by increasing or decreasing the length of a objective lens, right? Next is a focal point. What is focal point? It is actually the specific point on which the light's rays are falling. Okay? That means these are the light rays, and ये कहाँ पे गिरेंगे? On this particular point, right? So this is called the focal point. Is the point where the light is actually incident, और जहाँ पे light गिरेगा वो point को बोलेंगे हम focal point. The focal length is what? Is actually the distance between the focal point and the center of the lens. That means this distance is called as the focal length. It is what? The distance between the light rays, these are the light rays, कहाँ पे जा रही है? Which goes on to the focal point. So light rays और focal point का बीच का जो distance है, that is called the focal length. That is the distance between the focal points and the light rays. Okay? Now this focal point in the focal length is very important in the order to see the image in the microscope. Short focal length, that means more magnification will be there. Yani if this distance is small, we can easily see this particular object very clearly. Okay? Magnification उसका बड़ा होगा. This is what is a numerical aperture. It is more important topic in the microscope. So generally what happens when we place the sample on a stage on a glass slide, नीचे से क्या आएगा? नीचे से there come the light rays, right? Now these light rays coming from the light source of the mirror. Okay, these light source, they falls onto the object. Object will be here. Okay, now this light will makes a particular angle, that is called the alpha, which enters into the objective lens, right? So this angle is called actually numerical aperture. So numerical aperture is what? It is the n into sine alpha. Now the n is what? N is the refractive index of the medium which is present between this object and the objective lenses. यहाँ पे आपको एक important remember करना है. What is object? Object is a microorganism. What is the objective lens? It is the lens which is fitted in the microscope. So object and the objective, these are the two things, right? So this particular refractive index is understand well with this changing the angle of the light which enters into the objective lens, right? So refractive index, what? It is the light bending ability of a medium, right? That means when we add the straw into the water, the angle of the straw will get changed. That means the light bending ability of the medium is changed, right? Similarly, in a fish tank, when we observe the fish, we will get the change in the distance because of the one fish, which is the one, but the angle of watching is bended. Okay? That means our eye actually refract the light in a bent direction. Okay? So how much amount of the light is bent or refracted when enters into the particular material. Okay? So in this case, where object is placed, object is mixed with the sometime water or with the oil. Okay? So these water and oil, it produce the refractive index, because यहाँ से जो rays जाएंगी, these rays will fall on an object here, and this object which mix in the water or the oil, they actually refract the light or diffract the light. Okay, some light rays will go out of the plane, that means ये ऑब्जेक्टिव में नहीं आएंगे, and some light will get enter inside the objective. So जितने रेज ये अंदर जाएंगे आपको इमेज उतनी ज़्यादा मिलेगी, और यहाँ से रेज जो बाहर जा रही है which is not entering into the objective lens, so you won't get any image here, right? So the movement of the light rays should be very important in the order to see the image. So this angle alpha is actually very important, that is called the numerical aperture. Okay, so this is well explained with the refractive index. It is the ability of a light bending like a medium, right? So now we will use this oil immersion objective, okay, in the order to bend all the light rays directly into the objective lens. So immersion oil is actually used because it has the refractive index which is same to the glass. Okay, so generally we place the microorganism on a slide is made up of a glass. Okay, so the ability of glass to move the rays into the objective is same as that of the oil, right? So oil की और glass की refractive index ability same होने की वजह से we can use the oil, right? अगर हम ऑयल नहीं यूज करेंगे तो what will happen? The light will bend away. Okay, वो बाहर जाएगा, इधर जाएगा. Okay, they will not reach into the objective lens, यहाँ पे नहीं आएंगे. Okay, therefore क्या होगे? They will get lost and you will not see any image here, right? So refractive index of air is 1 and the oil is 1.5. Higher the refractive index, more light will enter into the object. Okay, so therefore we use the oil instead of air. That means the vacuum, right? So oil होने की वजह से क्या होगा, यहाँ से जो लाइट रेज आएगी, all these light rays will move the light rays into the objective lens. सीधे ये ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस में जाएंगे. स्पेसिमन आपका यहाँ पे है, सो यहाँ से रिफ्रैक्ट होके सीधा लेंस में जाएंगे. और जहाँ पे ऑयल नहीं है वहाँ पे एयर होगा, वैक्यूम होगा, तो वैक्यूम से लाइट रेज क्या होगा, बाहर आ जाएंगे लाइक दिस हियर. सो दे विल नॉट एंटर इनटू द ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस. सो आपको यहाँ पे इमेज नहीं मिलेगी. सो टू सी द इमेज वेरी क्लियरली वी शुड यूज द ऑयल, राइट? सो इट इज एग्जैक्टली हाउ इट वर्क्स. Oil has a refractive index of what? It is 1.5. Okay, the air का refractive index है 1. ठीक है, जिसका refractive index ज़्यादा होगा वो ज़्यादा rays को objective lens में लेके जाएगा, right? ठीक है, और air में क्या है, इसका refractive index low है. Because of this, यहाँ से जितने भी light rays आएंगे नीचे, which falls onto the specimen, all the rays किधर जाएंगे, ये बाहर जाएंगे, इधर जाएंगे. ठीक है, ये ऑप्टिकल एक्सिस में नहीं आएंगे. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द लॉस्ट ऑफ द रेज नो इमेज विल बी सीन हियर. ओके, और ये सभी के सभी रेज ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस में जा रहे हैं, देयरफॉर वी कैन सी द इमेज हियर, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट द बेसिक मैकेनिज्म व्हाई वी यूज द ऑयल एज अ medium to resolve the small object more clearly. Okay, so this is what आपको यहाँ समझना है. This is the numerical aperture, that is the angle of bending of a light rays into the objective lens. Okay, so the numerical aperture is very important part of a microscope, right? So what we understand as of numerical aperture, it is the angle of a light ray that entering into the objective lens, right? So we'll see this exactly, how the light bends when the light rays pass onto the flat glass surface, right? So either it gets reflected or it get refracts, right? Or sometimes it get absorbed also. Okay, so this particular is called the law of refraction. Okay, so refractive index हमें समझना है तो when we change the direction of light as it passes across the boundaries separating the two media. Okay, that means light ray अगर हम densely optical dense like for example water में डालेंगे light, तो वो क्या होगा, bend होगा इस प्रकार से. Okay, so bending is called the refraction, right? So जैसे bend होने की वजह से what will happen, all the light rays will come, sometimes it will reach to the objective lens or sometimes they go away. Okay, so जब reach to the objective lens you will get the good image here. यहाँ पे अच्छी इमेज आएगी. जब बाहर जाएंगे तो you will set the blur image like this. So this is a blurry. Okay. So ये जो outside में rays जा रहे, we can reduce this loss of rays by using the oil. Okay. Oil immersion objective. This is the oil immersion objective. यहाँ पे देखो 1.40 is what? It is the refractive index of that particular medium. Okay. So numerical aperture is the n sin theta. So theta is what? It is the maximum angle of a light. Okay. So from the sample, when the light reaches, it reaches to the objective lens, and this is called the angle theta. So this angle theta is what? Is because of the refractive index, that is 1.40. Okay. It is mostly written onto the objective lens. So this cover slip से जब rays आएंगे यहाँ पे, okay, through this light ray cover slip, the light rays sometime what will happen? It will goes away the objective lens. यानी they cannot enter into the objective lens, so the image will not be seen, right? So this gap is actually filled with the oil. जब हम oil डालेंगे तो क्या होगा? These particular light rays will not go away. It will go directly into the lenses. So in that case, what will happen? You will see the good image. Okay? So this is what the mechanism of using the oil, so that all the light rays should not get lost. It enters into the objective lens. So this is air gap, that is gap. Air का refractive index कम है, and because of this क्या होगा? The light rays will go away from the particular areas. So it will very less it goes. So it will be very blur image. When we use the oil here, what will happen? All the light rays will enter into the objective lens and you will see the good image, right? And because of this, what will happen? All the rays can be used for the creation of the image. Okay? Without oil, you see the blur image. When we add the oil, because of the oil, all the rays goes directly into the objective lens. You see the good image, right? And this is what exactly used for oil immersion objective. Okay? So this is all about the microscopes. Okay? So we have understand the different parts of the microscope, the function of each and every parts of the microscopes, and the basic concept about the how the microscope function actually, which is based on the refractive index, resolving power, magnification, focal point and focal length. Okay, so these are all the different basic mechanism of microscope and the different parts of microscope, right? So this is for the today's class. We will continue in the next video. Okay? Thank you.